When I reread the book when I was an adult, when I was 30, when I came back to the text, I was shocked by how much of it was so incredibly modern and felt like it could have been written yesterday and was just flying off the page. It felt like it was all written in neon. And I think particularly something that was arresting to me was the portion of the book when they're adults. And originally the book was published in two parts. There's the first book, which is 1861 to 1862, which is, you know, roughly Christmas to Christmas. And what we think of when we think of Little Women, it's like girlhood. And then there's the second half of the book, which is several years later, and they're young adults, and they're navigating the world and figuring out how they're going to be sisters, but also artists and mothers and workers and friends and wives, and how they're going to get along in the world. And for me, I was so fascinated by that section of the book because I felt that I'd almost missed it when I was young. It wasn't the thing that lived in my collective memory, and I think didn't live in anybody else's collective memory. So what I wanted to do was start the film I was making grounded in adulthood so that I could squarely center on this question of authorship, and particularly Jo March / Louisa May Alcott's authorship, and start with her trying to sell a story, and then go back and be able to create this tension when we see childhood is of that kind of idea of is that what happened, or is that what you remember, or is that what happened, or is that how you wrote it down? And I think that that's something I'm always interested in as a writer myself, as an artist myself, is taking the stuff of reality and then creating something else out of it. And the non-linear narrative allowed me to do that. I hope that they feel what I feel, which is, you know, you want to crawl inside the movie and live with these people, because to me that's such a feature of movie going, particularly, you know, at Christmas time, that feeling of wanting to be inside that world with those people. But I think what I hope it does is it's both the warmth and the heart and the coziness of this movie, and that makes it so delicious and people hang on to it for 150 years, but also that it gives them that spark of inspiration, that spark of, now you go do it, now you go write your song or your book or make your quilt or tell your story in some way, giving it back to the audience. And I hope that's what they walk out of the theater with. I hope they're moved to create.